Hey guys, my name is Rachel. I am going to be talking to you about all things Rumik. Welcome to my channel. This is the first of many videos, I hope. But without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I really want to cover is Rumiko Takahashi herself. Okay? There's a lot of things. She is a prolific mangaka. She is one of the top selling authors in the world, not just mangakas, authors. She has been active since 1978. That is a long time, okay? So, Takahashi Sensei was born in Niigata, Japan in October of 1957. So, she is about 68 years old at the time of this video. She started her career in 1978 and she has about 230 million copies of her works in circulation. And there's probably more, to be honest with you. So while she was in high school, she actually co-founded a manga club with Yoko Kondo, who ended up also becoming a manga artist. And in university, she went to Genkiga Sonjuku, which was a manga school founded by Koizuo Koki. I'm probably mispronouncing a lot of these because I don't speak Japanese as much as I would love to, but my brain can't handle all of that. Other graduates of this school were Hideyuki Kikuchi, who wrote Vampire Hunter D, and Takeyuki Yamaguchi, who wrote Apocalypse Zero and Shiguri, which is pretty freaking cool, in my opinion. But let's get into her published works, okay? So her first published work ever was Katena Yatsura, or Those Selfish Aliens, which was a short story. And then she went on to write her first major series, which was Urusei Yatsura, from 1978 until 1987. There's 34 tankobon volumes and 2 anime adaptations of this series. It is a comedic science fiction story, and she had difficulty meeting deadlines initially, so chapters were published sporadically till about 1980, and there have been over 35 million copies in circulation to date. Her second major series was a romantic comedy, and it's called Maison Ikkaku, and it was published in Big Comic Spirits magazine from 1980 into 1987. There's 15 tankobon volumes and 1 anime adaptation, and over 25 million copies in circulation to date. Her next endeavor was Mermaid Saga, which is a short story that was written sporadically between the years 1984 and 1994. So those 3 series were written concurrently at one point. There's 9 stories told over 16 chapters in Mermaid Saga, and there's 3 tankobon volumes. 1 anime adaptation in 2003 covers all stories except 1, and I believe there are 2 OVAs for this as well. Another short story that has about 4 volumes published is One Pound Gospel, which was also published sporadically between 1987 and 2006. And now we're going to get to her third major series, which has been readapted as an anime quite recently, and that is Ranma 1/2. I also actually want to mention that Urusei Yatsura did have a new anime adaptation that was done back in 2022. So those are the 2 most recent anime adaptations of her work. So Ranma 1/2 is serialized in Weekly Shonen Sunday from August 1987 to March 1996. There's 2 anime adaptations, technically 3, because Studio Dean actually split it up. So their first season was called Ranma 1/2, and then the second series was called Ranma 1/2 Anything Goes Martial Arts, and there's about 7 seasons combined between all of them. all animated by Studio Dean, along with the 12 OVAs and 2 anime-only movies. The third series, or second series, however you want to look at it, the anime adaptation is the one that currently just finished airing on Netflix, which was animated by MAPPA. It's just called Ranma 1/2. There's 12 episodes in the first season, and it is very good. And I will be talking about it on this channel, as well as her other work as well. There's 38 tankobon volumes and over 55 million copies in circulation at this point in time, according to Wikipedia. So it's a give or take right there. She has stated that Ranma 1/2 was conceived to be a martial arts manga that connects aspects of everyday life, and she has said previous series were female protagonists and she wanted a male protagonist. However, she was worried about writing a male character, so she made Ranma half female, which I think is pretty cool. Now let's move on to Rumiko Theater, which is actually still ongoing. There's 5 volumes in total so far, and it's just an anthology of short stories written by Rumiko Takahashi. Now, everybody knows this next series that I'm going to be talking about. This is her 4th major series, and it is one of the most beloved animes that I know, and that is InuYasha. InuYasha actually is one of my top animes, and it is one of the stories that is closest to my heart because I grew up reading this. So it was published in Weekly Shonen Sunday from November 1996 to June 2008. It has 2 anime series along with a sequel spin-off series, which is kind of cool. The original anime, InuYasha, ended in 2004 before the manga ended. So when the manga ended, they animated InuYasha, the final act, which covers the ending of the manga. So it's technically a finished anime. The sequel series is called Yashahime, Princess Half Demon, and it actually follows InuYasha's daughter Moroha and Sesshomaru's daughters Towa and Setsuna and their adventures in the feudal era. There are 8 volumes of Yashahime out there, but only 5 as of right now are translated into English. There will be a 6th one releasing, I believe, later this month. So keep your eye out for that. The manga is way better than the anime, by the way. I'm just saying. So InuYasha has 56 volumes. As of 2020, there are over 50 million volumes in circulation. It's 2025, so I'm sure there are more, especially now that Rumiko Takahashi's works are being animated again. Unlike her other more comedic works, she wanted to write a darker story closer to the themes and tones of her series Mermaid Saga. And to portray the violent themes softly, the story was set in Sengoku Jidai, or the Warring States period where wars were common. And in 2001, Takahashi said she did not have a clear ending for the series as she was still unsure how to end the relationship between InuYasha and Kagome. There are 4 anime-only films for InuYasha, and InuYasha and Ranma's male form actually share the same Japanese voice actor, Kappei Yamaguchi, and the English dub actor is also the same for Ranma from seasons 4 through 7 of the Ranma anime, and all of the InuYasha films, animes, and the spin-off series. That role is shared between those 2 characters by Richard Ian Cox. Now we're getting on to the 5th Rumiko Takahashi series, which is Rin-ne, and that was written from April 2009 to December 2017, also published in Weekly Shonen Sunday. There are 40 tankobon novels in this manga, and there's 1 anime adaptation. There's 3 seasons with 25 episodes each. It's actually very hard to find. I have not been able to find Rin-ne on a streaming platform, and I have actually had to buy it to watch it because it is not on Crunchy and it's not on High Dive. About 3 million copies are in circulation as of 2014, so we don't have an actual number of how many copies have been in circulation for this of recent statistics. And finally, coming to her 6th major series, which is Mao, which is currently still in syndication because it's still ongoing. It started in May 2019 and it is published in Weekly Shonen Sunday, and there are no anime adaptations as of yet for Mao, and 22 tankobon volumes as of November 2024. And it pulls elements from, like time travel from InuYasha, but it is set in the Taisho period, which is about the 1920s. In 2021, the manga had about 1 million copies in circulation. As of 2025, it probably has more. Anyway, I'm going to be on here talking about Rumiko Takahashi's works. I'm going to be doing a whole series on Ranma 1/2 and the so come and join me on this journey of Rumiko Takahashi's works, and I will be back to talk more about Ranma 1/2 and the chapters versus the new anime. I am very excited to be on here and give the channel some love. Let the YouTube algorithm gods help find other people who love this work as much as I do.